welcome back to the channel. We're back. We're doing it. I'm feeling a little bit tired. I'm feeling like, not really like tired. Usually when I get tired, it's always tired of doing the work. I'm tired of doing it. I don't want to be here or whatever. I'm fine with being here. I'm like, not really getting angry. I'm just purely have a lack of energy, And I really don't take caffeine or anything. Sometimes I have the occasional tea. And that's really it. But yeah, otherwise, no coffee. Definitely no coffee. So I don't really have anything to boost my energy, but I'm here anyway. And I'm doing pretty much similar volume. Maybe a tiny bit tiny decrease in how much I can do in terms of how much I can do in how quick of time. Quantity and quality. My quality is probably going down, but quantity-wise, it's honestly better. Quantity-wise, I think I'm so used to I spent the last 2 hours doing cold outreach and just getting a list of people off of these Facebook groups and Instagram, trying to search up different things and find different rappers that I think would be interested. And yeah, it felt like the easiest 2 hours I've done yet. So to put it in terms of that, I don't know. I don't quite get what the science is behind that, but sunrise walk today was pretty weird. Sunrise walk today was like, where am I? It wasn't even that bright outside. It was kind of just like, it's pretty chill and the sun kind of came out. It was super weird. It was super weird because it wasn't cold, but felt like it was cold. It was odd. It was odd. I was definitely super tired. But I slept, not to say I don't sleep, I do sleep a lot. I slept probably like 8 hours, 9 hours, somewhere there. So I slept good. I think I'm just tired from yesterday. Yesterday took a bit of a toll on me. So yeah, right now I'm going to continue. I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to start recording some TikToks, probably record 3 TikToks, post them on pretty much every platform. I've noticed that I used to want to post differently on TikTok, differently on Instagram, and differently on Facebook or whatever. Now I'm kind of just like, it's pretty similar. The content that I'm posting. When I post on YouTube Shorts or these type of videos, those to me differ and they can change. And maybe some of those videos I can throw on YouTube, like some of those videos. But I don't know if I'm really going to throw them on TikTok. To me, those are kind of more keeping the retention of people. So I'm kind of figuring my way out with that. But yeah, I think also a different thing that's happened lately is now that I'm in this rhythm, I'm starting to garner a bit of a rhythm of my day. I'm kind of just like, when's the fall off gonna happen? I know it's gonna happen where I'm gonna have one day of laziness or one day where I thought it was gonna be better, and yeah, I'm like, when's it gonna happen? What day do I have something going on that's gonna throw things off? You know what I mean? Because no matter what, in terms of my family wakes up late. So I'll always have at least 3 to 4 hours to do this. Sometimes 5 or 6. If I wake up early enough. 5 or 6 to get these things done. Anything else is kind of just like extra, which, for better or for worse, because it can be for worse sometimes if all I get done is 4 or 5 hours of work. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I'm getting this work done 4 or 5 hours. I wonder what's the day that I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm staying in. I'm gonna be lazy. You know what I mean? Because I was listening to David Goggins and he was talking about this very interesting idea about how relapse, and no matter what addiction you have, there is a cure. You just have to cure it every day. Right? Every day, there's no certainty of whether or not you're going to do it or not, right? There wasn't a certainty whether or not I was going to walk in here, do this, get out of bed early like I do, put on my shoes, go for a walk, whatever it is, right? Every day, it's like back to square one. Doesn't mean you don't get better at your skills or anything like that. It just means every day your mindset is going to be back to square one. I thought it was a very interesting idea because it's kind of like it's moving in terms of, you always think like the goal is to have certainty, get rid of this laziness. It's like, no, the goal is just to get to work. If I just get to work and every day I don't feel like it, fair enough. One day I'll feel like it, one day I won't. It's just independent. It doesn't really matter. I think that's impulse control. It's not impulse control over the course of days. It's impulse control every day you wake up. You have to have the impulse control, especially if you're naturally a lazy person, which I was when I was a little kid. I was always more prone to being a messy kid. Never want to do anything that required too much work. You know, I would always try to find an easy way out and get creative with my easy way outs, which I think that's maybe the most important part of being lazy. The leverage that you have as a lazy person is being able to come up with creative ways, not necessarily to get out of jobs, but creative ways of doing jobs. This is why Bill Gates has this whole thing on laziness, and he says that he would hire a lazy worker over a hardworking one. You know, but I'm not going to be a lazy worker today, or I will create a creative way of doing things. I'm going to start, like I said, recording, editing these videos, and I'll see you after that. So I just finished doing a lot, actually, because I finished editing some videos and recording some videos and also producing. I made about 10 beats, so it took longer than I expected too. It took longer than I expected by a little bit, not a lot. I thought it was going to be worse. And yeah, I'm reaching about hour 5, if I'm not already on hour 5, I don't know. But yeah, it's exciting. I mean, I'm doing the thing that I've been waiting for. You know, all of this is what I've been waiting for, the filming, the excitement, you know, and now I'm in it, you know, and now while I'm in it, I'm tired. You know, it's interesting because when you get tired, when you get days like this, when your energy's not necessarily, you're not feeling your best, sometimes I get panicky, right? There's a panicky day where you're like, dude, get your head together. Today's not like that. Today's more of a I just want to lay down, hang out, watch a movie. You know, I used to watch like 2 movies a day. Like I love movies, so I'm like, you know, that could have been today. I could have decided, you know what, just sit down, lay down, watch a movie, and enjoy yourself. And not to say that there's anything wrong with that. There really isn't anything wrong with that. I want to make myself clear on this, because as you guys will get to know me, and as I hopefully reach some sort of success as I go along, my message, I don't think, will include a lot of shoulds, right? And that's not just using the word should, it's like, in general, should, how you should live. I don't really want to be the guy that says that, at least for now. One, I don't know enough. I mean, I'm only 19. Even though I have a lot of knowledge and the skills that I know, I still don't think I know enough to be using should. So, should I won't want it to be in my language. If I do it accidentally, I slipped up. But it's whatever I think will be most helpful for you or me, right? And because that's experience that I had, that I can utilize, I think should is an easy way out. At this point, I think should is a very easy way out. There are a lot of messages and articulations of ideas that I've had that if I just said should, it would make everything far more easy, but you wouldn't understand my point as much. And if I saw someone do that, I would see it and think that it's very one-sided and simple-minded, which some points are and some points work that way. Where you're just simple-minded, straight up, this is how it is. A lot of the ideas I have are more nuanced than that. A lot of the time. There might be some where this is what you should do, right? And everybody has their own thing. I mean, the comment section of YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, like all the things I'm seeing, it's everybody has their own perspective. Some people are positive, some people are negative, some people are in between, some people are realists, some people... That's great, that's fantastic. That's a piece of why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I think with art, that makes art so much better. So for you guys, you rappers out there, and or making your art, you're doing what you're doing, that's fantastic. It's epic, and you'll get negative responses, but for every negative response, there's someone out there who could have a positive response or constructive response. Might not be positive, maybe you're making a bad song, but it will be constructive. For everybody that's not, there is, and even if there are more people who are negative than not, it's still, was it Newton? Was it, I forget who it is. No, I don't think it's Newton, but every action has its equal opposite reaction. Yeah, I do think it's his law, one of his laws. And yeah, I mean, come on. That's easy to understand. That's easy. If for every negative, there's a positive, right? There's always an equal opposite reaction. And when you think about it in terms of negativity and you think that thought, oh, right, there's an equal opposite to what I'm doing right now. For me, that's made me go perspective. And that's really what art is, and some people think art is life, so that's what life is, right? It's like, it's this thing about perspective. Not my point of view. Right? Not my point of view. Not my just wanting, because a point, the reason why I say this is because a point, like having a point in an argument or whatever it is wanting to be right. I mean, we see this a lot in political debates. The goal is, how do we convince them that I'm right? The audience, right? And for people to vote. And you watch these debates and just them convincing why they're right. Whereas point of views shift everything. They make you sit in this point of view, what movies can do for me, and they've done for a lot of people, where they can sit you in this point of view and sit you in this stance where you go, I've never looked at it from that point of view. It's a new perspective. And with that, I'm going to show you guys a new perspective of me after I've done all my 6 hours at least. And I mean, you'll see my eyes, probably. You can probably see it in my eyes, the different perspectives that I've been through after each session that I'm doing. Between each video, you probably see it. I don't know if you can, but I'll see you there. So this is interesting. Right now you can probably tell I'm wearing different clothes. It's the day after I'm finishing up this video, but yesterday I didn't get to do the things that I thought I should, which is interesting because it's me. I feel like when I'm talking to you guys, it's more towards you and more towards all that. I really am not perfect. And if I'm gonna record all the good parts, well, let's do the opposite too. Let's record all the bad also, right? And not necessarily bad, just imperfections. You could look at it that way, but I'm not necessarily mad at myself. How I'm dealing with it is interesting. It's just, go with it. I was proud already that I made to the 6 hours. So fine with that already. You already made 6 hours. Just keep adding hours and try to get back to that place, but every day is going to be a different challenge. Every single day is going to be a different challenge. Some days, one thing is going to be easier than the other. Usually filming is easy. Like for me, filming is the easiest thing I do. Making beats or cold outreach or anything like that. Filming is by far the easiest. And yesterday it wasn't. Right? Yesterday I specifically, for some reason, just didn't want to film. So, what do you do in that position? Right? You do it anyway. I do believe I messed up. You do it anyway, and I think hopefully yesterday can teach me that moving further. Just do it anyway. And it's obviously a lesson. It's a life lesson, whatever you want to call it. It's something where I think it goes to show for you guys that even people who seem like they have it all together, even them, you know what I mean? Even them. And maybe I don't seem like I have it all together, but and I don't. I don't think I do. Not only because of yesterday, but because of my age, because I haven't gotten to the place where I want to be yet.
when I'm there, I guess we'll talk. We'll see. Maybe I've achieved something greater than the statement of, I'm not perfect. Maybe I've achieved something so perfect that's undeniable. It's a bit of a joke, but you get the point. It's quite interesting. And now after I just went on a walk, morning walk, and it's nice. It's all that, and it's reflective. And I was reflecting a lot on the things that, moments where I could have done something and I did either the wrong choice that maybe led me to the right choice, or the right choice that led me to the wrong choice, or you can mix that up. But I was thinking about that, and this is one of those moments where I could have just left this episode. Just left it in the trash. Just leave it. And I didn't want to. I'm going to be transparent. I'm going to be real transparent. When I see the views on the video, and it doesn't really annoy me. Like, I have 0 views. I'm not doing this for anybody. The only reason I would do this is for me. It's the only reason I would do this. It's not like I have somebody, it's for the fans, I gotta put this out. It's like, no. It's almost like a personal quest, making this specific video right now. Where if I don't post this today, or if I don't, that would annoy me. It's not like I have all these fans waiting, which later when I do, it'll be easier to film. When I do have at least 5, 10, right, maybe 100, maybe 1,000 people waiting on a video, yeah, you're probably sitting there like, I'll definitely film. Like, I'll be getting praise from them in the comments. I'll be getting, you know what I mean? So it's like that would be a reason. That would be a reason to make it, a reason that would make it satisfying. Whereas now the only reason would be because I have to. And maybe you guys felt that too. I think every day really is a different challenge. At least for now, I think that. It really is. It's one of those new thoughts of mine, so I don't know if it'll stick. But on that note, see you guys next time. Have a great day.